Hi, welcome to your bonus video for February 23rd through March 1st. And if I sound different, it is because I have a cold. And so I just want to give a little backstory over what's been going on this week. I'm still in my old place. Last Tuesday, I had a van. I was really ready to move everything over to the new place. And that's when I started getting my symptoms. And I was barely able to function. It really has felt like I have gargled razor blades. We've just been real sick all this week, so I just didn't have enough energy to get everything done that I wanted to this week with the move. And so I'm kind of in between places. I'm half of my stuff here and half of my stuff there. I had already taken down my tarot setup, so the other day when I was there, I just grabbed a stack of cards. I don't have everything with me here, but I have most of my things, so it'll look a little different. Um, I'm hoping I'll start feeling better next week, but I don't know how long this is going to linger with me. I'm not a fan of being sick, as anybody else. So we'll just get through. This is the best I have sounded all week. So we're just going to make do and get the readings out that need to be gotten out. And so this transition is going to take a bit longer than I expected. We also had a lot of rain last week too. So it's been a tough week. So this is an any sign reading. And once everything is all set up in my new place, um, we'll be able to, I don't even know what I'm saying. My brain is just kind of like nowheresville. Um, we'll be able to get back to the regular bonus readings on the weekends. That's why I'm just doing an any sign reading. So I'm missing I am missing my little fortune cards. So I'll just pull some extra tea leaf cards for this reading. And so I like to go ahead and get them out. I might have to move my camera back if I need more room. So we'll just get some we'll just get some extra tea leaf cards. Oops, and then this one will come out too. Oops, come back here. That's every stack of cards that I shuffled today kind of cascaded away from me, so I don't know what that means. Um, Maybe some of you live near the Cascades, Cascade Mountains, or something about Cascades or Cascadia. I don't know. So let's just get these cards out. I've already pre-shuffled them, but we'll give them another little shuffle. Am I getting this in the right order? Am I? Yes. Okay. I'm just not all there, you know? All right, we shuffled these a minute ago, but we'll do it again. We'll do it again. We'll do a cut right here. Oops. I can do this, you guys. I got it. I hope everybody else is doing well. This is the first. Yesterday was Valentine's. It was the first Valentine's that I can recall in my history that I was sick on Valentine's, and I can't taste anything. I ate a handful of chocolate covered coffee beans. Nothing. All I could feel was the smooth texture of the chocolate and the crunchy beans. I have no taste buds whatsoever. Nothing. All right, so let's just get started with this. I miss my little pumpkin. Is there anything I can put on this? Maybe I'd have to go looking for something. All right, let's just go. All right, let's just do it. Let's see what's going on with you guys. No, why? Okay, happens to the best of us. Some anxiety. This looks like a gal I went with college with it. It looks like Sarah. It really does, man. He's like uncanny. Looks like her. Very talented artist. Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation with a 6. Make sure all the cards are showing up here. And 12, a change in the wind. Well, that's good. That's good. I'm noticing that X there. X marks the spot. I think I'm gonna have to move this camera back, but um, let's just get right into it. We have the 5 of Wands, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. Well, there's that anxiety, some kind of conflict, chaos, arguing, and the 5 of Swords too. Dang. Well, I can understand the anxiety now. Here, I don't know. Is that looking good? 10 of Wands. Oh, brother. Wow. 3 of Wands. A lot of fire here. A lot of fire. Maybe, passionate in some way or another. And the Ace of Pentacles. Well, that's good. That's a good ending here. Um, Somewhat, I guess. Okay. That's all this week's readings. I'm gonna sound like just a real sick person here. So, anxiety. Let's see what's going on with you guys. What are you worried about? Recent past, there could have been some tension, arguments. Man, it might be over whose responsibility is what, because we have this 10 of Wands here. I feel like, you're carrying too much on your shoulders. It's like you don't have any help and nobody wants to help. That sucks. Uh, if you feel like, people aren't pulling their own weight, right? That could definitely be some conflicts, and that there's a lot of fire here, so this is like intense arguing, bickering back and forth. I feel like there's a lot of tension here. You might be getting neck pains, shoulder pains, like knotted muscles. You might be needing to relax a bit, take care of yourself. Anxiety is um, it's a fearful emotion. Um, in my opinion, it's it can be it can come up out of nowhere without reason, or it seems to be without reason. Um, but it can be rooted in your psychic abilities trying to tell you something about a situation. Now, this is in your recent past. I feel like with these two combined, there might have been a panic attack. And that's no joke. I've had a panic attack, like a really major one, and it was horrifying. I'll tell you a quick story. I was sitting outside on my porch. I was all alone. My son was at his dad's, and I was contemplating a situation I had just gotten out of by the skin of my teeth, and it was a bad situation. It left me broken in many ways, and I was considering the fact that I actually got out of it the best way I could, and it dawned on me what really could have happened, and this wave of realization of the fear of the situation that I had just gotten out of, and how deadly it was just came over me. And I went inside, and this blackness came from across the room, and it just rushed me. And I thought I was going to die. I was hyperventilating, and it was just such an intense panic and fear that I almost dialed 911, but I called someone, and they helped me, talk me through it, and so it was truly frightening. It was probably one of the scariest experiences I've ever had. That blackness that came and rushed at me. I mean, maybe it seemed almost like a shadow person, um, but maybe I was blacking out. I don't know, but it felt real, and it shot right through the center of me, like through my heart. So if you are having any kind of anxiety or panic attacks, I definitely would suggest therapy of some kind, to kind of help you through it, because nobody should have to try to figure these things out on their own. They're just too much, you know? So definitely reach out, get help if you need it. And it almost feels like these are church windows in the background. here. Anyway, this was a tense situation for some of you. And I get this feeling like you wanted to see something through because the Ten of Wands is about not giving up. The Ten of Wands will persevere through a situation, and it almost feels like you weren't giving up this fight. Um, now whether or not that was a good thing for you or a bad thing, sometimes you want to fight for yourself and you want to stick up for yourself and you should never give up that fight, right? But if you're fighting with another person, you know, um, that might be the kind of thing you want to walk away from if there's no conclusion, if it's just round and round and blaming and that sort of thing. It might be time to get out of there. But I feel like this was a really intense situation here where you were carrying, felt like you were carrying most of the responsibility yourself. And, you know, there was something ahead of you that felt like a finish line. Like if you could just make it to this point, then you'd be okay. If you could just make it this far, then you'd be okay. So I don't know what that means for you. I don't know if you had to stay in a certain place for a certain period of time. Maybe it had something to do with a lease you couldn't get out of or something like that. But it feels like there was some kind of expiration date on something that you had to just kind of see it through. That's what I'm feeling there. Let me know if I'm getting any of this right. That's just what I'm feeling. So we have Beaver Spirit here laying a solid foundation. I think whatever that was, I think it did. Um, it it reached a culmination. It reached some point. You know, uh, I do feel like whatever that was, it did end for you, or it is ending for you. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. So I think you're looking at your past, you're analyzing it with the Seven of Pentacles. You're looking at how much resources you have. What do you have to work with, right? Because the Seven of Pentacles is about work and what you're putting your time and energy into and your focus. And so you're thinking about what you've done in the past and also thinking about what you want in your future. And so you're trying to figure out how to make these things um, better. Because this is my card of waiting. It's analysis. This could be waiting for your harvest, but I'm not so much feeling that here. I think you're waiting for an opportunity, something like this, because that's that Three of Wands. That's my card of expansion, of looking. I do feel like you are moving on. We've got this luggage here, and you got all these opportunities in front of you for where you can go. And the tens over here, I just want to mention they are completion. So I think whatever this was, it did complete. And so I think this anxiety was probably be about your future, like what was going to happen once you ended this strife and conflict. You'd be better off, that's for sure, to get away from those situations. So I think what you don't want to repeat the past. That's why you're looking at it, you're analyzing it. You're thinking about, well, what kind of decisions did I make? What did I do? Where did I put my resources? And how did it bring me to the situation you were in at that time? And now I feel like you're a lot more uh, retrospective, like you're considering what you did in the past. You don't want to bake the same cake, so you want to use different ingredients. You want a better future. You want to expand, your happiness, right? And so I think that you're using this past information, your analysis of where you've been, to help you decide where you want to go. That's That's about laying a solid foundation. Maybe um, the efforts that you put into something did not produce, a solid foundations. And so I think right now that's your focus. Let me get a drink of coffee here, although I can't taste it. It just tastes like water. And so this is good mindset to consider doing things differently, because if you don't do things differently, you're just always going to end up with the same people in the same situations and never experiencing anything new or having any meaningful change in your life. But you're doing it. You're doing it. And there is some anxiety about change, right? There is. And so, man, this Five of Swords is coming up a lot. It's not my favorite. It's really not my favorite because it can mean winning at any cost. I don't feel like that is in tune with the message here for you. What this is swords. So let's think about this as in terms of your mind and your thoughts. I think you are thinking about, what do you need to do in order to get this Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning, you know? And you might be thinking about, you know, isn't typically a card of sacrifice, but it can be. It's like it's that hollow victory, right? Because sometimes you think you're winning, but you're not. But in this respect, I think you're thinking about, what can you change so that you can have a new beginning somewhere. There's a change happening here. We have these fives, and fives are about change, you know, whether you desire it or not. And it can be chaotic when things are changing. That's just the nature of change, right? There's a little bit of chaos. And so I think you're really thinking hard about your future success and your future opportunities. But there is this it's almost like a wondering of what you might need to sacrifice of your ethics and morals just to get what you want. And I don't think that has to be the case. There might be some negative thinking about money here. That money might, some people think the money is the root of all evil. That's simply not true. And you don't have to, there's a lot of misconceptions out there about money and how to gain money. I think what this is saying is you need to have a more positive relationship with your money and your. I'm focusing on money here, but Pentacles is all of our. It's everything. This is just potential energy here. So I think the thing to remember here is you're going to get back what you put in. Your efforts will be matched, with the universe. And I think this is needing you to be clear with your thoughts and communication with yourself on what you really desire for your future. And so this is an interesting energy to be coming into as a future energy. I think you might have more anxiety coming with this Five of Swords, worrying about this Ace of Pentacles and where you might go and what you might plant. But I don't want you to worry too much about it. This is just going to be a change, but I think this is asking for a change in your thinking about your resources. Yeah. And to be honest with yourself too. Really be honest with what it is you're desiring and what it is you're wanting. And this could also, oh my goodness, for some of you, be careful. This could be self-sabotage in a way of your ideas. If there is any negative interjects any part of this, you know, be careful who you're sharing your ideas with. Maybe don't, keep it to yourself. Look at how they're holding these swords. they're holding them very carefully, very delicately, and very oddly. I would never hold a sword like that unless I knew it didn't have an edge to it, you know? Mm. So there's something going on here with your thoughts about your future, and yeah, just keep it to yourself for a little bit. People, I don't think sometimes they mean to poo poo your ideas, and I would just keep things to yourself until you're ready to either show everybody what you've already done, you know, just to keep that energy and those ideas pure. But the energy is trying to come into you, but there's some kind of that, like, the energy is here for a new beginning, but there's something not quite right here in the thoughts, um, that needs to be changed. You know, there needs to be a change there. I think there needs to be a bit more, um, what is it? Self confidence, in a sense of self worth, that you do deserve this new beginning. You do deserve a solid foundation. You do. You deserve it. Let's see what we have here in our bonus cards. Mystic Star, harmony in the home and great friendships. That's good. Seeing as how there's been conflict in the past. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. I definitely feel that with the right people. I do feel like you need some help here. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. That's that Five of Swords energy right there. Be careful who you tell your plans to. Sorry. You will receive a gift. That's nice. Lily, spiritual love. That's good. And we have fan, romance, celebration, party. This would be the last thing on my mind, considering all this stuff going on here, But this could be like way, way, way into the future. We'll put it over here. Um, you know, receiving gifts and things like that. Spiritual love. You need that with that anxiety, to kind of help you there. If this is resonating with you, let me know. Leave a comment below. I hope things get better. And we're going to move over to the extended and see what additional messages we can get over there. All right. Yeah, that's going to be it for now. We'll see you next time.
We are so close to hitting that 1,000 subs mark. And I want to say thank you to all of the subs that I've had before and all of the new subs coming in, whether you're here for my wild and wacky crafting videos or my tarot. You are very appreciated and you're very welcome here. And so I did say that if we hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to do another giveaway. And I am. I'm going to do 3 personal readings for 3 subscribers. How that's going to happen is once we hit that 1,000 subs mark, I will post another video, which you will need to subscribe already and leave a comment on. From that, I will choose 3 random winners for the personal tarot reading. So if you'd like a chance to get a personal tarot reading from moi, subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell, all that good stuff, and you will have a chance to win. So do share with your friends so we can hit those subscriber goals faster. Okay, that's the only announcement I have for right now. So, yeah, take care and we'll see you next time.